If you need help, we're here to support you. SampleKings.com. If you need real help, like some lessons in something, it's right here for you. MPC, Machine, Luna, Studio One, FL Studio, Pro Tools, Ableton Live, mixing. I mean, it's all here. Just check it out. We even do Gemini 2.5 video editing, AI. So it's simple. It's $25 an hour, or you can get a block for just $110. You get 5 hours. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Doc, SampleKings.com. And today, or right now, we're going to mess with our kick drum and snare. I got a drum set here, and I also have these SSL channel strips, which I love to use because I like SSL mixing boards. And so I come up here, and I can improve these drum sounds. I can turn this off. Turn it on. That's nice. But I need to compare that to the bass line. So I'm going to come right to here. The bass line's here in this green thing. I'll come to here. I'm going to turn it up and listen to this. Okay, we got two sounds here. We need to check these sounds out and see what they can do. So I'm going to make sure I got everything down. Make sure I've got nothing going on here that's going to interfere with my sound. Turn off everything. Nothing's on the actual outputs. I want to make sure these sounds don't collide. My problem is basses tend to be in the same area, particularly with bass and kick drums and 808s. So you want to make sure this thing stands out against the bass line. And I hear it. It's really good. Now I've got a little EQ one here. I'll turn this off too. Here's the bass line out front. See, it's not messing with the bass drum whatsoever. But I want to give it some more bass to it. I'll turn this on. I like that bass. Let me stop this. Now this bass is a really cool bass. This is the Pultec P1A. And I'm using it here. I've got it up to about this point, about 5 here. I got this to about 3. This sort of evens it out so it doesn't have too much of the bottom in there. Otherwise, I'll have a lot more. And I'll get to that point. Make sure I'm not going to be any higher than 5K because none of these bass frequencies are going to be that high at all whatsoever. Keep this pretty much standard like this. And I'm going to close this out, play it back. And now we've got more bottom in this bass line. And over here in the kick drum, just a kick drum. Now I'll put the music back in. Actually, the drum sounds back in. And the keyboard here. These other drums, a ghost drum. Yep. Just enough to go on with these drums. Now you're gonna notice here, this says track, 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 track. Those first 8 tracks are all track. They're going directly to, let's go here. They're going to right here. My drum buff will say, so I cut this off. Everybody's cut off. So they're coming out of here. Not coming here, I'll do this. I got a compressor on all those drums, or actually their outputs are going into the compressor because they're coming here to the drum bus. That means every sound is being directed here, so I can get more pump out of it. Now the drum for sure, is out there. Other basics are working here within the mix. So now, I'll go back to my pad mixer. I'll bring that elements in. I want to make sure the kick drum and bass drum, or the kick drum and the bass, are tight. Now the main problem is when we got some bottom here, And what we're going to do here is make sure we got some balance in the output. That's the output right here. I'll bring this down here. Right here is 0 dB. I don't want to get near that. Great. See here, only getting from here to there a little bit. Sometimes it goes up to that point. We still have a lot of headroom here. Let me bring it back down again. That's great. I hear the bass sound now. Bass drum's there with it too. Alright, great. So next what I want to do is go to channel mixer. I'm going to bring this in right here, my EQ, designed for mastering output. And now we got some pump in there. We're not busting over 0 dB here. Some more if I want. And that bass is in there. And what I can do also is bring it down some. So I know where it's at. I got a few submixes. Mix 2 keyboards. This is really cool that we have everything here, but the really cool thing is the bass line still stands out along with that kick drum. We're trying to make this thing work both ways. So the kick drum's there, the bass drum's there, we get the right proper sound going on, and there's no problem with the overall mix. And it's important to have your mix tight. And that's why we started here by just starting with the drums. I can go back to my drums again, and you'll notice the drums sound even tighter now after I did all this mixing stuff to it, and I added that EQ on the end of it, and the master output, and I'll play it back. This is the most important part, the drum mix. This is where everything's going to sit on top of this. We're not going through 0, so we can turn this up sometime in the club. The guy wants to do that, DJ, because you're not going to have it very loud. You don't have headroom in there. You want to create a lot of headroom between 3 and 0. Make sure it's like room in there. Cool. If you got any questions, you always hit us up at SampleKings.com. We do lessons as well, 24 hours a day. Lessons, I guess, play about maybe 16 hours a day. We got lessons. And so just book it. No matter where you are in the world, we do teach you. I don't care what it is. You can get with us. We'll teach you whatever needs to be taught. We do all the software. You can visit SampleKings.com to check that out. And if you have any questions, you can also call us up. There's no problem with that. Meanwhile, I'm going to go back and mix something else. I'll see you in the next video.